PageOne Curator is a tool that enables you to create dynamic and interesting posts using the method of curation, and post and will publish those articles out to all your blogs within your network. It supports WordPress and it's integrated with WordPress, so all you do is create your posts here and click publish and off it goes. Let me just show you an example. So I'm just going to create a post around SEO tools, and the best thing about curation is you should always introduce a topic with your own perspective or your own voice on something. So I've literally just typed this paragraph here, and what I'm going to do is just find some content. So what you can do is search over a whole variety of feeds. I've included as a bonus a huge selection here, and I'm going to search for SEO over internet and technology, and it will go out then and pull in all the feeds within that category and look for that word SEO. And what I'm hoping to find here is maybe something to do with SEO tools. Okay, there we go. So I'll just flag that. If I click on the More button here, then it will open up that web page in the application, so I can actually then search for what sort of content would be interesting for my readers. And if I go down, let's have a look. What I can do is actually just highlight that content and grab that, and then just while I'm here I'll just see if there's any secondary articles that might be interesting. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just grab that link, so I won't take the text, I'll just grab that link, and for the sake of argument let's grab that one and that one. Okay, so I've grabbed three what's called secondary articles to do with SEO, and I've specifically selected one primary to do with SEO tools. So then I literally then click use selected articles, and it pastes everything into my editor here. So first of all, to note that at the end of anything that I paste in automatically, Curator puts in a direct reference to the source of the article. So it's really important in curation that you reference where you've got the content from, and it's also important that you don't grab the whole article. Grab a piece of it, or a slice of it, so that it generates some user interest, but also encourages them to click through and go and look at the source article, because then you're passing the goodwill and the interest of your reader through to the source of where you got the content from. And I remember I highlighted those three references. All I need to do to grab those is I click this button here called Insert More Reading, and that takes those links that I highlighted and pulls them in. So then what I might do is just clean up this article a little bit and introduce it a little bit better. So there we go. What I might do is take out that, and there's a lot of bolding here. What I can do within the editor is actually just clean that up a bit. There we go. Just strip that out, and just for the sake of this demo, let me just show you some other things you can do. Let's grab a video. So I literally just click on videos here, and I click on SEO, and this will search over YouTube, and it will sort the result by published, or the relevance to the keyword, or how many times people are viewing it, or how many times people have rated it. So for now I'll just leave it on relevance and just click search. Okay, and let's just find any sort of video. So what comes back is a thumbnail, and if you click on the thumbnail, then it opens the actual video in a preview window, so you can actually just watch it to see whether it's interesting or not. Let's assume for the sake of argument this one is. Then I just highlight that and click use selected video, and it goes straight into the post. And then lastly, I think what I'll do is I'll just jazz it up with maybe an image. So again, I can just select images here, click on search and click on SEO. This will search over the Flickr database, and it will only search over the Creative Commons database. Creative Commons means that you are more or less free to use these images as long as you provide the correct attribution back to the image. An attribution can mean normally referencing the author or the photographer in this case. So in fact, rather than just SEO, I might try something a bit more useful like infographic. Let's see if I can find an infographic. Okay, so there's a funny one there. Whenever beer and SEO come together, that would be a wonderful day. So click use selected image, so that you can see that image has got in. The correct captioning has gone in as well, and there is a link behind this image to the author, so when that gets published it will go out straight away with the correct attributions embedded in the post. What you can also do is actually search over the Twitter timeline as well. So by clicking on Twitter, clicking on search, then I can search just by keyword, or I can even search across a hashtag. And income all the tweets, and again you can either insert just the actual tweet itself, okay, and you do that literally by clicking on that. If there's a link embedded in the tweet, then there'll be a drop list here showing all the links, and again if you click on the link, then it will open up the website that link goes to, and funnily enough it's exactly the same article that I've already got. So I won't grab that right now, but all you'd need to do is click on use again, and it puts the full tweet in the bottom in the article here, and it puts some text here to remind you that you shouldn't really leave the tweet just as that, and you should type a summary of the post. So finally, what you can do with all that is you can preview it straight away in your browser window, which is built into the app, just to check that you've got everything there. The format and layout might be slightly different because it depends on the style in your blog, but let's assume you're happy with that. Then you literally select the blog that you want to go to, select the category for the blog, so let's find SEO. You can schedule your post, or you can even backdate your post, or you can create or curate like 20 posts in one sitting and schedule them all out to go to a certain blog, and then you just literally click on publish, and it goes out to your blog together with the date, whether it's on the home page or not. And if you double click on any of these posts, then the blog will open, and there is the actual post that I've just created, and there's the tweet. You can see the tweet follows the standard WordPress and Twitter agreed format, so that you get the nice image and everything correctly laid out. So I hope you can see that PageOne Curator is a very powerful tool for curating interesting and dynamic content, which published to your blogs will generate users and authority and enable you to completely dominate niches and get traffic and obviously monetize. Thanks for watching.